Hey there, I'm Mr. Terry, American high school history teacher, and welcome back to another History Teacher Reacts video. All right, I've been getting lots of requests to return to some of the funny stuff like Family Guy, and I got a compilation I'm going to check out that should be right up our alley. And this compilation is all 50 states. So you know Family Guy is about to be hitting them stereotypes. Hopefully we got some history-related stuff that I can comment on. And if this is right up your alley, I've done some commentary videos on some other Family Guy stuff, especially stuff related to geography and history. It's a lot of fun. All right, let's get right to it. All right, we know Family Guy is not going to be holding anything back. No state is safe. Hey, down below in the comments, if they talked about your state, let me know if it's accurate. All right, let's see what we got.
Hey, Brian, check it out.
Peter, you painted over the back window. Isn't that dangerous?
Oh,
I'm a
no.
redneck, Brian. We like people driving behind us to
Alabama.
know what our beliefs are.
Alaska.
Okay, they're just going right to a stereotype of what we had. Okay, they I guess they didn't do a Confederate flag this time. All right. Family Guy, not holding
I'm a
back.
redneck, Brian. We like people driving behind us to know what our beliefs are.
Alaska? But that's so far away.
True.
And the summers are so short.
Yeah.
Summer's here!
Awesome!
Best summer ever! Let's stay friends!
I lost my virginity!
Yeah, right. To who?
You don't know her. I met her at camp.
The thing that everybody makes up when they're not as cool as they want to be. Man, Alaska way up there. Did you know Alaska was purchased by the United States from Russia? It was actually a pretty big net positive economically as oil was discovered and gold not long after that. Arizona, oh man. What are they going to hit with Arizona? Okay, just going through the desert. Getting kind of loopy now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Are they high?
Everything is so beautiful. Come dance with me, Dad.
Soon, Meg. Soon.
What's this episode? Okay, I don't
Her
know.
on my CD, said her name was Mimi, sounded like an angel come to earth.
Oh no.
When I went to meet her, man, you should have seen her. Twice as tall as me, 3 times the girl.
Oh no. So they're just hitting. They just go with the deep south stereotypes, man. Dude, look
You
at
should
these
have seen
guys.
her. Twice as tall as me, 3 times the girl.
Cali. All right, we got some San Francisco up in here. Hitting on a stereotype of San Francisco. California Republic flag. Pretty good flag. I'm thinking of doing a video on flags and doing tier list of state flags. You guys want to see that? What do you think California goes up to? Dude, they just...
Peter, the
okay,
dining room
yeah.
table is an antique.
All right, Colorado.
It's been in my family for 6 generations.
It's fine. Okay, now since we're white guys doing something stupid, everybody grab a GoPro.
Gotta film it. The constant need for
This is awesome. Up, we're drifting.
Validation.
We're turning.
attention.
scared.
We're backwards!
Am I the only one who thinks that now we're at an alarming speed?
See, the thing is, we've all... See, that would actually be an amazing video. That would be on... You'd be watching that right now, right? Oh my gosh. Dude, we've all hit that level though. Like, if you haven't hit that level when you're like sledding or skiing or snowboarding, we're like, okay, this is too fast. You haven't gone hard enough. Okay, come out to a snowy state and hit up some real hills.
Well, that's enough fun for one day.
Okay.
I'm sweating more than a non-legacy applying to Yale.
Oh gosh.
But you'll have
Yeah, Connecticut. Connecticut, very much known for the rich people, right? So very high socioeconomic status. City. You got a lot of people that invest in a lot of the northeastern businesses, being very close to like to like New York City, or even over going to Boston or something like that. And that state, yeah, very high with one of the wealthiest states. All right, Delaware. Is that really the Delaware flag? Okay. Anyway.
to pack your chalk because you're going to be staying 6 days and 7 nights at
Hi.
your parents' house in Wilmington,
Yeah.
Delaware.
I moved my abortion for this.
Oh no! I think you brought that in. Okay. Did anyone else though think before that of the the Wayne's World? hi. Imagine being magically swift away to Delaware. And they're like, hi, I'm in Delaware. Great. Oh, Florida. Okay. This is too easy, though. Okay, if you have to go to one Florida joke, what's it going to be?
I think we're launching.
I mean, Cape Canaveral, whatever. But
Stewie, hold my hand.
No, thank you. I prefer to die giving you the finger.
If this is what it takes to get out of Florida, fine.
He and Chris go.
oh man, Florida's getting so much hate now. Florida has interesting history. You know, Spain colonized Florida, not the British. They had to achieve that later on. But yeah, part of the old Spanish Empire.
Together.
You can still see some of they have some cool forts and some of the architecture from way back when Spanish colonial days. All right, Georgia. We got
Like peaches and cream.
Peaches. Peaches, I'm sorry.
Damn it! You could have at least given me some warning, at least a shoulder tap.
I know. You're right. It's just that you're so beautiful, I can't control myself sometimes.
Aw, I can't stay mad at you. How about a kiss?
No. Oh, no.
Okay,
I'm a public school teacher, okay? I can't be doing this. I can't be doing this. I'm trying to be hip with the kids and up with the kids, but I got to be a responsible adult public figure, okay? Family Guy, you're making it hard on me.
before you do anything else,
By the way, can we just not appreciate the fact? Okay, yes, like, okay, if you're gonna make a flag for Hawaii, okay, yes, James Cook going over to Hawaii, he was all over the place over in the Pacific, but you're still going to the British flag, and not even that, like, not like something with more like local ties, like local cultural ties from before, kind of the Western imperialism that happened in Hawaii. You got to change that. Is that still the flag, Hawaii? You got to get on that. I actually like though the stripes. Like that looks pretty good.
deathly
But you gotta get rid of the Union Jack, all right?
allergic to pineapple, pork, rum, macadamia
Wait.
nuts. Okay, before you do anything else, I'm deathly allergic to pineapple, pork, rum, macadamia nuts, stupid tiny guitars, overpriced golf, sentimental military stuff, lava, people who I can't tell are black or Asian, apostrophes, anyone twirling flames, second weddings, and linen pants.
Is there anything you're not allergic to?
Yeah, the Epcot Center, where I wanted to go.
No, okay. No, you want to go to Hawaii more than Florida, okay? All right. They just so it seemed like with that one they didn't want to hit or couldn't hit just like one stereotype. They just hit everything they could think of in the writers room, just boom, 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 and nailed it. All right, Idaho. Oh, we got Mrs. Potato Head. What's Idaho's flag looking like? Oh my gosh, what is going on with state flags? Yeah, I need to make a state flag video. I need to roast some flags. You guys like to see that? I think I got to do that soon.
Mrs. Potato Head here. Any Irish actors around who might be interested in me?
You're damn right, darling.
Colin Farrell, yeah,
what are
yeah.
you doing here? Shoo, get away!
Okay, we got a Mr.
Oh,
Potato
you're a
Head.
feisty
Come on, I want to see
potato.
Mr. Potato Head. So the soil works really well in Idaho for all them potatoes. They got other stuff going for them though. All right, Wrigley Field, go Chicago.
Steve, it's coming right at us. Grab it.
I don't want to get in the way.
It's a foul ball. What harm can it do?
Ruin their World Series
Off the floor.
chances. Go back and find that out. I'm not gonna spend too much time on that. It was a guy's name was like Steve Bartman or whatever. It was in like the World Series, right? And like Moises Alou, left fielder, is about to catch the ball, be a huge play to like win the game, get him to win the champion or the World Series. That dude catches the ball kind of like out, like in the way, kind of he got a bad rep out of the player and ended up losing, and it was like this curse because the Cubs hadn't won for 100 years. Look into that. The guy I felt bad for him actually. All right, Indiana, is this Larry Bird?
Off the scoreboard, off the backboard, no rim.
Yeah, Larry Legend. Yes.
Right near the basket, underhanded, effeminate gasp, over the backboard, out of bounds, waddle over to get it, slip on a towel, twist my ankle, go to the emergency room. Doctors
This
tell
would
me
be
it's not that
impressive,
bad
Peter.
and I shouldn't have come there. I make them give me a cast anyway, never play sports again.
You do it. He
Hey.
did it.
I won the $2 sandwich.
Yeah, that's a commercial. You can look that up. He did it with Michael Jordan. It was a McDonald's commercial, and they played horse and did these like crazy shots. It was so good. All right, more Iowa stuff. Yeah, I gotta do a state flag video. If you're looking for more commentary on that, I gotta do it because I got a lot to say about a lot of these flags. Okay. Pornography.
Oh, God, what I wouldn't do to that.
And you were there.
Eat fresh
And you
corn,
were
come
there.
on.
And you were a cowardly lion. And
What about me, Miss Dorothy? Was I there?
Racist.
no,
something.
you weren't. But you were a Tin Man. And
Why, Miss Dorothy, I've worked on this farm for 22 years. You see me every day of your life.
I'm waiting for a
you
racist
sure I wasn't
joke.
there as a friendly dragon or a talking tree? Or...
what can I tell you, Eddie? You weren't there.
Where 90% of the audience
Okay.
roots for the horse with the cutest name.
Kentucky.
And they're off. It's
Kentucky
Battle Axe,
Derby.
followed by Redbeard, followed by Bishop, followed by Smiling Pink Bear.
Oh my god, that's my horse.
And on the outside, here comes Tiny Kitten Kisses.
No, that one.
And here comes It's Bedtime.
Oh, I do not like him.
That was good.
Hey, keep it down.
Bourbon
Trying to
Street.
get some sleep up
Mardi
here.
Gras.
Show us your boobs. My boobs? I didn't
Don't
think
do it. Don't do it, Stewie. No.
My jewelry. I wonder what I'll get for showing this. The
Yep.
rules of this city are very unclear.
Yep. Yep. I mean, anything goes during Mardi Gras there. Yeah, that in New Orleans, old French area, right? New Orleans, where the Mississippi River ends, connects to the Gulf of Mexico there, was the most important port city, probably in America outside of Boston, for a long time. In fact, you know, when Thomas Jefferson, after became president, wanted to expand west, was most interested in getting New Orleans to have that access, because the Mississippi River was like the lifeblood of the whole United States. Like everything came through there back in those days with steamships and whatnot. And interestingly, because Napoleon was in control of France at that time, when they went to go and pay for New Orleans, Napoleon, wanting some quick money for his war and his ambitions with his empire in Europe, was like, hey, I'll just sell you all the French territory over here in, what's today would be like the United States, and sold it for an incredibly low amount of money, doubling the size of the United States. They got New Orleans and everything else in the middle third of the United States that way. Maine, what can you say about Maine? It's going to be lobsters, okay. Lobster economy, it's huge. They have a lot of
Package
political
for
power,
Peter
the
Griffin?
lobster
Huh, I didn't order anything.
corporations.
I mean, I could have if I wanted to. I have a credit card.
All right. A lot of cool people on this route.
Oh, that flag is whack, too. Yeah, how do you like it?
No, that's just air escaping. They can't feel anything.
Yeah, see, I was
Hey,
actually
guys,
going to
how you
comment on
doing?
that. I've heard that now, because like the big thing they said with those cold-blooded creatures is, they would put the lobsters, and they say you could do this with other cold-blooded creatures, put them in cold water, and then when you turn it up, they just adjust to it, right? And yeah, the whole thing is they don't like feel pain or something like that when that happens. I thought I had heard, at least somebody said, it's the internet, right? Maybe someone knows that. Actually, there's evidence to show that they do feel pain, lobsters. Again, I'm no biologist, but I had heard that, and that makes me feel sad. All right, Maryland, look at that flag. I mean, it's just like pick a flag, Maryland.
Come
Okay,
on in.
I'm doing too much flag commentary. I gotta make another video.
No.
Just go around it. He's not going to hurt you. Just go around it.
No.
All right, I tried
Crabs are
just going
scary,
under
though.
it.
I think we should probably just go home. Maybe we'll do it another time.
No.
Maryland, known for being one of the more Catholic states in kind of the early founding of the United States, which was very much in contrast to most of the Protestantism that had come to be much more popular and much more practiced in the early colonies. All right, Massachusetts. What are we going after?
Massachusetts is the spirit of America, the spirit of what's old and what's new. The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America, the spirit of the red, white, and blue.
Nice.
Okay, Brian.
They didn't even
Cars is in the
roast it.
shower.
They just were saying it was awesome. All right.
As soon as he comes out, we spray this
Michigan.
right in his eyes.
What'd you put in there again?
What a weird
It was just
flag.
tap water from Flint, Michigan.
Oh, it's brown. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, poor Flint, Michigan. Man, Michigan had a hard go ever since the 2008 recession there. Flint, had the horrible water problem. There was like not potable pretty much. Minnesota. All right, what we got? Do a funny Minnesota accent.
Chris.
Okay, or just
Come to the light.
King of Minneapolis.
No, don't do it. Don't go to
Most famous
France.
person from Minneapolis or Minnesota?
Come taste infinity.
Don't listen to him, Meg.
But he's so talented, and he's got
True.
so many drugs.
Hey, boring's in my blood.
That
Ever
was
since
true,
my
too.
great-grandfather, Huck Griffin, rafted down the mighty Mississippi.
What
Hey,
did you just
but
call
that
me?
was in Missouri. They got it wrong. Somebody is wrong on the internet. This took place in Missouri. Oh no. Okay, wait. I
Father
see a
Huck Griffin
racist joke
rafted
coming
down
here.
the mighty Mississippi.
What did you just call me?
I thought that was your name.
That is our word. You've got no right
Oh,
using it.
no.
Hey, I'm cool. I'm cool. No problem.
Wait, what do you call? I mean, I've read the book. It's blank word Jim is what they called it there. Okay, now we're back to Missouri. Oh no, is this? Oh no, is this supposed to be Walt Disney?
Cool. No problem.
Mark Twain. Yep.
Do I have to?
Oh no.
You want to be a star, don't you? And take it off. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh my God.
Let's face it,
Walt.
your kids are gonna get into your guns. That's a fact. Gun accidents can be avoided by introducing your children to guns as early as possible.
Montana.
Hi, I'm Petey the Pistol. Say, do you ever get lonely?
Yes.
Me too. Hold me.
Oh no.
If you squeeze me, I make bad people go away.
Yes, I thoroughly enjoy.
No. No. I know some of you right now are typing. This actually looks like it'd be an NRA ad or something like that. I mean, come on, you're thinking it. What did that have to do with Montana though? I mean, actually, isn't it Montana that has the highest guns per capita? Or is that Texas still? I know I'd heard that. I'm sure someone knows. Let me know. All right, Nebraska, what do we got?
Enjoyed my trip to Nebraska.
Flat. Farms. Mullet.
So, anybody see any good movies lately? Yeah,
Not really, no.
Oh,
Well, they gotta be into something though. What are they
read
into?
any good books?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Nope, they're not reading.
Anything new with Corn?
Oh yeah, corn. Corn.
yeah, you bet.
Corn. Absolutely. Corn. Yeah. Absolutely.
Corn is always interesting.
So we get it. All right, Nevada, here we go. I've been to that sign right
Oh
there,
my
taking
God,
pictures there.
Stewie, it worked. We're in Vegas.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's hit the hospital, get checked for teleportation cancer, and then party.
Okay. Oh, that was it? There's got to be stuff from the you got to go to the casinos. What would you rip on? I don't know. There's a lot of things, but New Hampshire. All right.
The public library. I'm just going to put my backpack down for 1 second, and it's gone. My laptop was in there, no password, my wallet, everything. That person
What?
is now me. My entire life went away.
This is Atlantic
What
City
does that
all
do with
over
New
again.
Hampshire?
You've got 20.
All right, New
Hit me.
Jersey.
Peter, don't.
Atlantic
me.
City, okay.
21.
Hit me.
Peter.
Hit me.
You gotta stop,
30.
Peter. Peter, stop. Okay, I've noticed this. Oh, I keep doing the flag commentary. They'll do so many of those right here, the flags where it's like these human figures, and they always look the same with all those like northeastern states. There's got to be some history there that I haven't heard.
Hit me.
Peter.
Hit me.
That's 30.
Hit me.
Hit me. New Mexico, nice, simple. Oh, that's good. All right, the land of enchantment. I know. In here, yeah.
Please. Don't. Why won't you?
I haven't seen Breaking Bad. I've never seen Breaking Bad. I'm sorry.
You're lucky I got a man of gut in the oven, or I'd bash your face into a bolognese. That's two kinds of food. That's how angry I am.
It's the guy from Sopranos, right?
So, how's your boyfriend Orville
Hey,
doing?
walk in here.
Ex-boyfriend, if you don't mind.
North
And
Carolina.
who cares? He's probably off in a barn somewhere working on a contraption with that weird brother of his. Ew.
The Wright brothers.
You're so pretty. I miss you. Hi.
Trying to impress her. He's trying to impress her. Kittiyock, North Carolina, right? You got Orville and Wilbur Wright. They're brothers. They're bicycle manufacturers. First successful glider planes. It's amazing. You know, here's something I like to tell my kids, my students. When it comes to a lot of the technologies of the last 150 years, I don't know if much has grown as much as flight. Think about it. Within 60 years, okay, in 60 years, we went from those little Kitty Hawk, North Carolina flights that last a few seconds to flying to the moon and back in one generation. You could have definitely been somebody as a child, hear or see the little footage, right, of the Wright brothers, and then also seen the Apollo 11 and a successful the moon mission. That's incredible when you talk about technology. Automotive has not come even close to that, nor as much of anything.
You like South Dakota but don't want to see Mount Rushmore? Come to North Dakota. It's just a very long drive from wherever you live. Best of all, most of the good license plates aren't taken yet. Imagine coming here and having cool dude, or yay Jews, or boo Jews, depending on where you stand on Jews. North Dakota, we're not even the best Dakota.
Heard an interesting thing about North Dakota and South Dakota, about why it even exists as two states. I know a criticism has been to give it to put more political power into the Midwest by creating two states that really didn't necessarily need to exist, I guess, in a way. I thought that was kind of an interesting take that I heard there. But yeah, all the good stuff you hear about the Dakotas, it's in South Dakota. Sorry, North Dakota. All right, at least you got Bismarck. You can be named after him. All right, Ohio. They actually have one of the flags where it's like, I don't know, what do you call that when it's cut out down there? Like on the right side, it's like half a triangle is missing there, or I guess a full triangle. All right, what's going on?
Look at Edison
here?
Over there with his damn electricity.
Edison, was he born in Ohio? Because his whole work was in Menlo Park, New Jersey.
Look
Don't
at
let me know
Edison
if
over
I'm
there
wrong
with his
on that
damn
one.
electricity.
It was in New Jersey, his workshop.
Hey, Edison, how about sharing some of those light bulbs, huh?
Hey, figure it out for yourself, man.
We're freezing our asses off over here.
Hey, man, how do you think I feel? You know, you get to look at my great house. I got to look at that dark thing. Hey, what is that, a candle over there? Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's a candle. We're freezing over here. We have none of my family's taking a bath in a month. We stink. It stinks over here, you jerk.
I can't hear you over my central.
Hey, what do you go to hell, Edison?
See, that actually would be surprising for Edison, because Edison was known to be a pretty big jerk. Dude was ruthless, especially when it came to like business and stuff like that. But yeah, he did his work actually in New Jersey there. So I don't know the Ohio connection there. Maybe someone can help me out. All right, Oklahoma, we're going some Twisters. All right, look at their flag. Oh, I gotta stop talking about the flags. All right, but that one's interesting. What's the thing with like a red thing tagged on it? I gotta find out. All right, scary Tornado Alley, Oklahoma. Here we go.
Oh my God! It's a tornado!
And it's coming this way. We gotta run.
So scary.
Hang on, guys. It might just be the Tasmanian devil.
Into the storm cellar!
Y'all know who Tasmanian Devil is? He was
Ollie?
shiz in like 80s and 90s.
Sounds rough, Ollie. Do you have an
Wait,
umbrella?
what do you say?
Ollie?
It's raining sideways.
Sounds rough, Ollie. Do you have an umbrella?
Had one.
Where is it?
Inside out, 2 miles away.
Is there anything we can do for you?
Bring me some soup.
What kind?
Chunky.
Dude, that guy's just right to the point. All right, Pennsylvania. Oh, the Amish. Hey, yeah, they're industrious, man. Nope, see, they're just gonna do the same thing. They know how to throw up a barn, man. They know how to throw up a barn. Yeah, Amish. Kind of go back to the Mennonite origins. The closest thing culturally to some of the early pilgrims that came over from England that wanted to live very, very devout, very specific type of Christian lives. And among some of the people that again moved, and or some of the first of the migrants that came over from Europe, and then those communities kind of stayed like that in places like Pennsylvania, and of course you can go check them out. It's part of their economy. You can go there and buy some of their stuff. But the whole thing is that they live in a way that they don't really, look for the need for a lot of different technological developments. They kind of live very simple there, very communal lives. It's very interesting little like pocket of history within the modern world. All right, Rhode Island. That's where Family Guy is. Oh no. Garbage. All right, over a dude that's way too sunburned. We got garbage up at the eastern seaboard. Got a guy on a jet ski. Looks like fun. Okay. All right, more of that. Okay. More people enjoying the beach. Here we go. Music too loud.
Nantucket Patriot, the perfect beer for New England beaches.
The bad weather. Yeah, you don't hear about Rhode Island beaches.
What's your name?
Oh, no.
Toby with an
Oh,
I.
it's from Roots.
With an accent over the I and a little line over the O, so you know it's a long vowel sound and not a short one. And sometimes I like to dot the I with a little smiley face or a heart or something. Something to brighten the reader's day.
Have you guys seen Roots?
name was.
Honey, you keep that up. It's whatever you want it to be.
Geez. That's a famous scene from the famous series Roots. If you were somebody like my age, around my age, you watched that in school. It was like multiple episodes, and it was a huge thing that exposed a lot of. They used to teach. I was probably around. I feel like about 6th grade when they showed that to show you about slave history. And yeah, younger people now, do you know about Roots? Have you heard of Roots other than like referring to it like this, like passively? Like, have you ever seen it? It was a huge thing for like in schools back in the day. All right, anyway, South Dakota.
Damn, like Teddy Roosevelt getting to be on Mount Rushmore.
I won the
Rushmore.
Revolutionary War.
I won the Civil War.
I gained possession of Guam. Thanks for the ride, Consuela.
They're gonna go with that. The thing is though, like for they're talking about like territory and winning. Teddy fought in Spanish-American War. He has a military history. He's actually one of the most imperialist of any of the American presidents, especially in Latin America, because that was the focus of the United States foreign policy around them. And of course, Thomas Jefferson, he doubles the size of the United States in his administration, like we were saying earlier with the Louisiana Purchase. So they went too hard on Teddy there.
I won the Civil War.
I gained possession of Guam. Thanks
From
for
the
the ride,
Spanish-American
Consuela.
War.
And thanks for taking us on that little detour to Dollywood.
Eventually.
Was I right or was I right? Yep, totally worth the extra 2 days.
Hey guys, thanks so much for inviting me out today. I'm psyched
Texas.
to
What are
brand
they
my
gonna
first
do?
cow. Here you are, Peter, all fired up and ready to go.
Oh no. What, do you like it?
Yes! Yes! Oh, hang on a second.
Oh no.
Peter, what are all these women doing in
Utah.
our living room?
I wish I took
polygamy
your
joke.
advice and picked a
Polygamy
new
joke.
religion. I'm gonna be a Mormon.
A Mormon? Are you sure?
Come on, nailing a different wife every night, that's a no-brainer.
Oh, Midge, you're my third.
So that was a founding component of some of the early Mormonism, as it was started to be adopted before Mormons settled into Utah back in places like Illinois and Missouri and things like that, where they had come from, where polygamy was being practiced, and kind of try to keep it under kind of the wraps of the general public. But with a lot of the persecution that the church had received, part of it being that and other political issues they were having with Mormons moving out to what today is Utah. Back then it was Mexico. They were literally fleeing the United States. And part of those early years was the elite people in their culture were practicing polygamy, and actually made it was a big problem because once after the Mexican-American War, when Utah was eventually given to the United States, it had been settled right by these Mormons now for just a little bit, only a couple years or so. But anyway, one of the things that held, interestingly, Utah back from statehood for a lot of time was their practice of polygamy. The United States government did not want that to happen. Lincoln was very much against it. And basically to get it, the church had to stop doing polygamy. And then it was kind of banned in the church and has been ever since then for well over 100 years. But some groups, interestingly, kind of broke off. A lot of people in the church history, like they left. Once they banned polygamy, some thought that was only a decision that was influenced by the government, not by like a divine revelation or something, and went off to form other like offshoot Mormon groups that still practice polygamy, and in some places do. You've heard of that before, but the mainstream church does not practice that anymore. But anyways, a little bit of history behind that. Very interesting. All right, Vermont.
Third best friend in the whole world. Third? Who are the first two? Ben and Jerry.
Is that where Ben and Jerry's from? Good ice cream.
Robert E.
Virginia.
Lee, I knew I'd find
Appomattox
you here where
Courthouse?
they seat the sorry-ass losers.
Oh no.
Ulysses
They're looking
S.
Grant, making Grant
you
look bad
invite
there.
me to lunch, then show up an hour late, drunk?
I was busy looking for your wife to give her the old...
Sir, this means war.
I am vanquished.
I hereby declare victory in the name of the Confederacy.
All right, we need to send that over. I need some confirmation about that from Atun Shea Films. Does all the Confederacy and covers the Lost Cause stuff and the revisionist history. Because I don't think if that's how it went down, I've been teaching this American Civil War quite wrong there, but I want to be in the right here. So I thought it went a much different way, but hey, maybe I'm wrong. I'm open to new evidence. That's how you got to be as a historian. So shoot, Toon Shay or anybody that wants to go into this, that talks about this stuff, you know, either confirm or deny it. Okay. All right. State of Washington. There's a picture of Washington on it. Okay.
Excuse me, can I
Or is
please
it
have
supposed to
another
be?
no-phone
It's a state of Washington, not DC, right? Okay.
latte?
Latte.
Yeah, sure, but you know I don't work here.
Oh, I'm sorry. You look just like one of the baristas.
He doesn't look Really? that much like
me. I think she meant
Almost
me.
Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
Or two.
I can see that.
Almost Starbucks. All right, DC, not a state.
There it is.
Which is an interesting debate. It has a massive population, more than some states would even. Should Washington, D.C. get statehood, or is it just too different of a location and culturally or whatever, and because it's full of politicians coming in and out? Interesting thought. What do you think about the future of D.C. as a state?
Washington, D.C., the seat of government for the world's former most powerful nation.
Wow, those are all the monuments I read about in school. There's the Washington Monument.
Yep.
There's the
Obelisk,
Obama Monument.
Egyptian style.
Hey,
Oh,
come here. Have a seat.
gosh. They went there. They went, what?
There's the Obama Monument.
Oh,
Meg, come
no.
here. Have a
the
seat.
Bigger one. West Virginia.
Dad, what are you doing?
Meg, I'm a redneck, which means
Couch
I am
out
about
front.
to do something to you that you will not remember until you're 40.
Unfair. Unfair,
Meg,
West
come
Virginia.
back here. I meant sex.
Oh, what the heck?
Come on, Joe. You haven't even finished
No.
one. I mean, that guy had two.
I know, I'm terrible. Which is why I'm gonna order the cheesecake.
Oh, because he's a cow and drinking dairy and dairy. All right, Wyoming, here we go. Nothing goes on there, right?
You know what I am back at the ranch? I'm a breeding bull.
Oh, jeez.
What's that?
You gonna find out.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Speaking of a Toon Shay. Right there. All right, final thoughts. All right, love it when they get irreverent, of course, with the Family Guy. I love it, though, when they bring in the history jokes and stuff. It's always, being a history teacher and history buff, like, loving to hear that stuff. And hopefully I was able to give some context and keeping some academic integrity, if we want to call it that, within the Family Guy stuff. Anyways, always fun to hit up the funny stuff like this. Thanks again for everybody that's been coming around, and I know a lot of you came to my channel with some of the other Family Guy history videos that I was doing. If you're still around, thank you so much. And thanks to everybody for being around here. Really, really appreciate it. Anyway, if there's more stuff you want me to check out like this, I love like anything that has to do even with like geography or history, political history, whatever like that. I love that kind of stuff when it's these funny things, and I'm always open to it. Always in need of new compilations and things. So best place to do that. I mean, I know a lot of you might throw it down in the comments, and that's okay, but you're gonna have trouble posting links. It's also gonna be harder for me to find. Come over to the Discord server, and there's a channel. There's a channel for video suggestions. You can check that out and can join the community over there. All right. Anyways, thanks again for being here. We'll see you next time. Bye.